The Biafran War, a tragic chapter in Nigeria's history, erupted in 1967. It was a brutal conflict fueled by ethnic tensions, political instability, and economic disparities. The young nation, barely independent from British colonial rule, found itself on the brink of collapse. The Igbo people of southeastern Nigeria, facing persecution and violence, declared the independence of Biafra. This move aimed to secure their safety and self-determination. However, it ignited a war that would claim millions of lives and leave lasting scars on the nation's psyche. At the heart of this conflict lay the Midwestern region, a melting pot of diverse ethnicities, including the Edo people of Benin. This region, strategically located between the warring factions, became a crucial battleground. The Midwestern region, known for its rich cultural heritage and economic potential, found itself caught in the crossfire of a war it did not choose. Its people, thrust into a maelstrom of violence and uncertainty, grappled with the complexities of loyalty, survival, and the human cost of conflict. The people of the Midwestern region, including the Benin people, initially sought neutrality. They hoped to avoid being drawn into the vortex of violence engulfing the nation. Their desire was to preserve their way of life, their communities, and their future. However, the relentless march of war, with its devastating consequences, would soon shatter their hopes for peace and force them to confront an impossible choice. The Benin people, renowned for their rich history and cultural heritage, found themselves at a crossroads. Steeped in the traditions of their ancestors, they valued peace, diplomacy, and the preservation of their cultural identity. However, the outbreak of the Biafran War presented them with a profound dilemma. Their loyalty was torn between their desire for peace and the need to protect their interests in the face of a conflict that threatened to consume their homeland. The Benin people, known for their resilience and adaptability, sought to navigate the treacherous currents of war with pragmatism and a deep-seated desire for survival. They understood that their strategic location, at the heart of the conflict, made them vulnerable to both sides. Their neutrality, though a principled stance, became increasingly untenable as the war intensified, forcing them to confront the harsh realities of a conflict that showed little regard for neutrality or peace. The looming shadow of the Biafran War cast a long shadow over the lives of the Benin people. Their once peaceful existence was shattered by the sounds of gunfire, the displacement of communities, and the constant fear of violence. The war, with its indiscriminate brutality, spared no one. Families were torn apart, livelihoods destroyed, and the fabric of their society strained to its breaking point. The historical significance of the Benin Kingdom loomed large in the collective memory of the Benin people. Once a powerful empire renowned for its art, craftsmanship, and sophisticated political organization, the Benin Kingdom left an indelible mark on the region's history. The legacy of their ancestors, with its emphasis on strength, resilience, and cultural pride, served as a source of inspiration and identity for the Benin people facing the turmoil of war. The Benin people, heirs to a rich cultural tapestry woven over centuries, took pride in their traditions, their art, and their unique place in the world. The legacy of the Benin Kingdom, with its emphasis on diplomacy, trade, and cultural exchange, stood in stark contrast to the violence and destruction that engulfed their nation. The war, with its disregard for history and culture, threatened to unravel the threads that bound them to their past and their identity. The Benin people, drawing strength from their history, sought to preserve their cultural heritage amidst the chaos of war. They understood that their identity, rooted in the traditions and values passed down through generations, was essential to their survival as a people. The war, with its potential to erase their past, fueled their determination to protect their culture and ensure that their story would not be forgotten. Under the Biafran flag occupation and resistance, the Biafran incursion into the Midwestern region in 1967 marked a turning point in the war and a pivotal moment for the Benin people. The Biafran forces, seeking to control strategic territory and resources, occupied the region, including Benin City. This occupation, though initially perceived as a strategic maneuver, would have far-reaching consequences for both the Biafran cause and the relationship between the Biafrans and the Benin people. The occupation brought about a period of hardship and uncertainty for the people of Benin. The Biafran administration, grappling with the demands of war, struggled to provide for the needs of the local population. Food shortages, economic instability, and the constant threat of violence became part of daily life. The Benin people, caught between the demands of the occupying forces and their own desire for autonomy, found themselves navigating a complex web of allegiances and survival. Despite the challenges of occupation, the spirit of resistance simmered beneath the surface. The Benin people, though initially hesitant to take sides, grew increasingly disillusioned with the Biafran presence. The hardships they endured fueled resentment and a longing for self-determination. The seeds of discontent, sown during the occupation, would eventually blossom into open resistance, forever altering the course of the war. The Republic of Benin, a short-lived dream. The declaration of the Republic of Benin in 1967 marked a dramatic turn of events in the Biafran War. This short-lived republic, carved out of the occupied Midwestern region, emerged as a direct consequence of the growing friction between the Biafran authorities and the local population. The proclamation of the Republic, though ephemeral, represented a bold assertion of self-determination and a rejection of Biafran rule. The declaration of the Republic of Benin sent shockwaves through the region and beyond. It signaled a shift in allegiances and highlighted the fragility of the Biafran hold on the Midwestern region. The new republic, though lacking in military might, drew strength from the popular support of the Benin people, who saw it as a chance to regain control of their destiny and chart their own course in the midst of a devastating war. The Republic of Benin, though short-lived, had a profound impact on the trajectory of the Biafran War. It exposed the limitations of Biafra's expansionist ambitions and fueled internal divisions within the Biafran leadership. The Republic's swift collapse, following the withdrawal of Biafran support, highlighted the complexities of forging unity and national identity in the crucible of war.